Welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. So this is me finally critiquing my own audio system, also showing you guys my dream systems and the upgrades that I intend on doing on my system. So yeah, why not be honest about it? Because I know a lot of people would never want to share their plans of what they are trying to get because they probably feel that then they can't get what they need to get when they do that. But I'm not like that. I like to be transparent and show where I'm headed, what I'm doing, and kind of show you what I'm thinking about my sound. Because I'm definitely not a snobby type of person that just says, "Oh, mine is the best. It can't get better." Or it's audio no, rah, rah, rah. I can always hear mistakes even with my own system. I haven't lost my objectivity completely. But yeah, you guys might want to look at this system just to know completely what I have exactly. It's a bit like when you look at this picture. It's a bit like that in a nutshell. So you don't really have to click on that, but if you want, you can do that. And this is the actual system. If you guys want to see how it really looks like. So this is the good parts that I cover to start with. Some intimate stuff about my own system, and this is the bad stuff, and I've got it down to the last tiny micro detail. I pretty much got everything locked in here. I've been thinking about these things for a long, long time, and yeah, COVID-19 has really made it difficult for me to go out, listen to other people's systems, upgrade my own system, use money on stuff. It's just made it a lot more difficult. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make the statement, because if you've got these thoughts stuck in your head, and boy do I have a lot of thoughts in my head, I just like to put it down either on a document or in a video, and then perhaps later in the future I can kind of see like how close did I get to my own plan. So yeah, I ideally this is really, when I write something down, I kind of consider it set in stone. I am going to do that. I, I I like certainty on stuff, and I like to pursue goals, and it's fun for me writing stuff down, hunting something down, collecting on it, enjoying it, analyzing it. I just love that part of life, and especially with hi-fi, it just makes it so much more sweet. So yeah, and that's kind of the short plan here. Just around the corner, within a couple of years, most of it, and yeah, the longer future plan looks something like this. It's a bit brave. It's perhaps a bit unrealistic, but I don't care. It's what I really want. I don't feel that I have to do it here and now, but I feel that in the future this is most likely going to happen. This is what I really want to happen. So yeah, as you can see here, these points. And at that point, when we're into 20 years in the future, probably, I'm just guessing, I would like an extra room, and I would like to finally own some spectral gear, and a complete set where you have the preamp, the power amps, the CD player that comes with spectral. I would like the whole thingamajig, and I would like to hear it in its most untainted, pure form with MIT or spectral cables. That would be really sweet. And probably my favorite speaker that I've already heard it on is the Martin Coltrane. I can't remember if it's Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I think it was only one of the first ones, but it was awesome. it was so different to what I'm used to, and I think it's just basically the best transistor sound that I've probably heard. It was up there, you know, top 5. I think it was the best. But yeah, that would be so sweet to own that. And I, you know, I intend on owning that someday, you know, even if it's going to take forever to get. And yeah, third best overall sound for me, still to this day, most likely is this system here, you know, the Verity Sorastro on the VPA, mono blocks from Negra, and the PLP, or I can't remember, PLL or something like that, I can't remember, preamp. Ridiculously good sound, and let me just give you some specifics on that. It's especially when you have this combination here. This is just a killer combination, and yeah, I also really wanted to put, you know, the Audionote M3 preamp with the Bob Carver 180 mono blocks on this list. It was damn close to being on this list together with this room here. Yeah, difficult to make up my mind. They're both really, really good in their own way. But I went with this because this is just harder to get a hold of. Very different priority. I like that really analytical, sophisticated finesse sound that is just so sophisticated that it almost sounds incredibly natural and real. It has its flaws, some few flaws with the sound, but it's just so, it just stuck on my mind, that sound. Sometimes, you know, I don't know, sometimes you just a sound just sticks on your mind and you can't get it out of your head, and that's just one of those sounds, you know. It just messes with your head, you know, especially with the Sorastro and its ribbon tweeter combination with the Odin 2 cables that is also inside the speaker, and just the way it clicks with the Nagra gear. It's just it just gets stuck on your mind. You just can't stop thinking about it. It's like a drug. And yeah, perhaps later this is another system of that, basically the same components, same speaker. And yeah, if I couldn't get that, I'd probably get something like a Verity Amadeus with like the newer Negra. Yeah, good in a very different way. Not perfect, no, not perfect, but just does so many rare things. It's hard to put into words. I made some videos about Negra. You guys can look at those, but it just, again, gets stuck on your mind, and it is a more of a thinking sound than I'm used to, you know. But again, at this level, it's like I almost don't care if it's not fully natural. It just has some qualities that is like spectral. It's just crazy. But yeah, am I just dreaming these things up? No, I don't believe I am. If you follow basically these guides here that I've shown, I believe it's possible to attain. Let me just go up again, and yeah, 5th best system I've heard. Don't know why it does that. It's this here, probably. It's hard to know. I mean, at these levels, you get sound that is so good, you just can't make up your mind what is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th system. Perhaps it's just so good. It's kind of disturbing. But I mean, of course, I would like to own this if that was possible. That'd probably be like the best system in the world. But yeah, lots of information you guys can read. You can always just mute me and look at the stuff, read it up. But yeah, again, don't want to be controversial and go against my own message, but I like to view audio from a very wide and deep perspective, and I don't usually like Wilson audio speakers. And D'Agostino, they have some transistor problems with the sound, some very few ones, very few. Okay, it is some of the best transistor gear, so don't get all mad at me. But yeah, I did hear on the older top Wilson audio speakers, can't remember what model it was, but I did hear them with the mid to the old D'Agostino range. It had some really good qualities, and I've heard from people that I know that the newer Wilson audio speakers are a hell of a lot better than those speakers that I heard previously, and the new D'Agostino stuff. So yes, I'm gonna go over in that camp now and say it. This level of information is extremely impressive, and even though it probably isn't nearly as, all the stuff that I usually rave about, original and authentic and flawed and real and natural, there is still information on such a high level that I still want to listen to it, and I would want to, I think I've written it here, I would want to hear it with top Terra Labs cables. I heard that from a lot of people that the top ones that they make, the mid-high to the top ones are like crazy good, especially with Wilson and D'Agostino type of gear. I mean, yeah, you could probably also get like a MA12000 Macintosh and put it on here, but I think it would lose a lot of its layering and 3D and, that super detail, I still think it would lose a bit of that compared to the D'Agostino stuff. But yeah, I would like to own this, but it kind of depends on me, getting into ridiculous money, like winning the lottery. And yeah, if I did, then I would also get a room like, a bit like this, just have like, I don't know, 20, 30 top headphones ready in a room, just like that on the wall here. Just pick them out, put them on my altered amplifiers that are probably 300B amps, something like that, And of course, you can't not talk about this. If I'm into this stupid money, of course I would try and get what I think is the best system in the world, and it's still going to be the best system for many years. Level 6 audio note system, fully pimped up, top CD, top LP, all that stuff. But I would also get my friend's streamer, but then in a fully pimped up version, and it would look a bit like Peter Bruninger's system. I made a video about that on my channel if you guys want to see that. Very impressive system, and I've heard one or two systems like this before, and it was really like, yeah, it was probably some of the best stuff I've heard. But I could also hear that it had the ability to become a lot better, that we were just scratching the surface. So yeah, that is the ultimate dream for me in the world. And yeah, I would kind of, if I had that amount of money, I would do these crazy things, When you have crazy amounts of money, then you can do stuff that isn't normal, and these are the things that I would do, of course, in a legal way. But I would actually hire some lawyers to figure out a way of doing these impossible things, like I'm about to show you, having dedicated power grid, with an in-wall threaded cable that doesn't go against the local laws of the country. Kind of find a way of doing that, so it's of course legal, but yeah, of course when you're into that kind of money, you can make stuff like that happen. And I heard stuff like this in a different context really change the sound dramatically. And I would also, of course, hire a guy, just like the acoustic feels guy, to make a custom-made room. And it would probably be in some kind of, I don't know, 30 square meter room for optimal pressure. And I'm pretty sure, with all of these things, with these custom-made 100% audio plugs and stuff like that, and dedicated, what did I say here? Yeah, isolate, dedicated power box, remade by Audio. I'm pretty sure that they would help me with that. If I was a millionaire. So yeah, that's like the ultimate dream sound for me. Getting that sort of system here, with my friend streamer, and of course the best CD player from Audio, best LP player from Audio, and yeah, probably also throw in like a Kronos LP player just for shits and giggles. But also nice room he has here, Peter Broninger, really cool. Yeah, that is sort of the dream system for me, just so you guys know. So now you guys know what I've got, what my dreams are, the upgrades that I'm gonna make within the short future, future further, many more years further in. These are kind of the things that I only really want to focus on in HIFI regarding my own setup. So yeah, now you guys know. I hope this inspired you with your system. Have a nice day. Bye.